Rick Little joining us up here in the booth, and I guess my first question is, what'd you think of your quarterback play tonight? You threw three guys out there. Each of them had their moments.
Yeah, it's to be honest, I like all of them. Certainly, we like what they bring to the table. There's you don't want any growing pains, but there's going to be some. That's something that, like, this for me, it's a great challenge. I love the challenge. I love the team, but it's a challenge. Like, it's the youngest team I've ever put on the field, and so all of them, I thought, had their moments. We got to get to the point where we got to work to throw on time. Like, as a quarterback, that's a big deal. And for those listening, I mean, that's one of those things. It's not just backyard football. I mean, everything's timed out, routes. So you got to be able to deliver on that third step or that fifth step, depending on that drop. And so, too many times I felt like we weren't throwing on time, and obviously, unfortunately, that can result in interceptions.
I thought one of the big plays for you tonight was when Johnson hobbled off the field like after the first snap, and it forced you to put Douglas at tailback. Was Douglas not expected to play tailback until Johnson got hurt?
No, I mean he's been repping in there. To his credit, he's a very valuable part on the offense. He can do a lot of things, and that's what makes him, like I said, extremely talented and good for our offense. So he's a guy that has been repping at tailback this whole preseason. So he was in the rotation anyway, but I thought he did a good job being a tailback at quarterback at times. And getting that score for us. So, he's a nice player for us.
So do you have a 3-quarterback rotation still, or is that going to be determined in the next week?
Yeah, I think so. The struggle there is, like I said, they all do something a little different. But I think it's hard to get into a rhythm when you're playing, 2 or 3 guys, certainly. But it's also, like I said, we've got, Aiden's a 2-way starter for us, starting at quarterback, also at safety. And trying to work to give those guys a little bit of a mental break at times too, where we can kind of talk about things. But the thing I think you have to be really worried about and potentially concerned with is just how does that affect rhythm and how does that affect different things. So something we'll evaluate. Going into the game tonight, we thought we would play 3. We did play 3. And like I said, it's something that we'll just continue to evaluate.
How deflating was the opening kickoff? I mean, I can't imagine you could start it any worse than that.
It's funny. It seems like about 3 days ago, but no, with that, the funny, it's not even funny at all. It's horrible, actually. We don't want to be down early, but I always present that scenario in our pregame. Guys, listen, here's the deal, right? You got to fight, claw and scratch. You're excited. You're ready to come out here and do great things. What are you going to do if they return the opening kickoff? And danged if it didn't happen. And so we've always felt like mentally we've been in that situation. We're like, okay, you come back. You have all. I mean, shoot, I'd rather be the first play than the last play. At this point, we have a lot of time to come back. So that wasn't ideal for sure, but it was something that unfortunately we're not able to come back from. But special teams, we coaches, players, we got to do a better job, and that's something that really hurt us this night.
Well, and the fact is, the first half of the first quarter was probably your undoing because you played Notre Dame fairly evenly after that point. But you had the kickoff return, you had the interception on the next series, then you had the blocked punt, and you're down 17-0. You barely played 5 minutes. How did you see your team reacting to that early setback?
Well, that was a concern of ours a little bit as a staff, just being, like I said, the youth of the team. We talk about it, you put them in mentally those situations, but until you're in it, you're not in it. You're not really in it. So I thought that they did a good job of coming back, but obviously it's deflating, when you get down early like that, and it's something that was obviously very hard to come back from.
What'd you like to see out of your team tonight?
What I like, or did I like?
Both of them.
Well, I'd like to see more points on the board and less points for the other team for sure. But in all seriousness, like I told them, listen, here's the deal. Like, football will never change. Like, we can run different formations and we can do different things, but we've got to be physical. Like, you've got to control the line of scrimmage. You've got to be able to physically move people. And I thought at times we did, and then there was times that we really struggled doing that. And that's the one thing I think if you look at any calling card of any really good football team is that they flat out get off the ball and they flat out move people.
Coach, appreciate the time. Thank you for coming up and joining us tonight. Go home and take a shower and cool off.
I will do. Thank you.